Alright, let's begin your 12 easy chair workouts. All you need is a chair and your mat. First workout will be single leg squats. We are going to begin by standing with your heels underneath your hips. Place one leg forward and then try to sit down onto your seat and stand up using just one leg. Push your heels down all the way into the ground to activate the whole entire leg. And when you're done with this side, proceed to doing the same set on the other leg as well. Abs tight, embrace your core to keep your balance. And if you feel like you want to take on a challenge, you can take up that leg a little higher or even as high as your hip. This will feel amazing into your abs as well. For our next exercise, you will need to place your heels directly underneath your hips. Roll your shoulders up, back and down towards your spine, and then lift your hands overhead. Now, as you squat up and down, the challenge is to keep those arms pointing straight up to the ceiling and keeping those arms near your earlobes. Push your heels down and activate those glutes. Up next, you will need a wider base. So let's slide that heel and toe out and find that your base is wider than your shoulders. Now position yourself in front of your chair, keeping your base wide by sliding your heels out. Now as you come down into your squat, slide your hands back, and then as you come up, reach for the ceiling. Now check out the heels. Raise your heels up as you stand. Now give your legs an additional burn by really squeezing onto those calves as you stand up. Now this time, stand in front of your chair with your heels directly underneath your hips. Now we're gonna lift your leg up high over the chair, just like a hurdle. Initiate the lifting of your leg by lifting the knee. Keeping your core in control, let your leg fall softly down onto the floor. With your feet not too narrow and not too wide, sit tall into your seat. Try to find the edge of your chair and then roll your shoulders up, back and down toward your spine for a strong base. Abs tight, and then slide into the edge of your seat, and then let yourself drop down, and then push right back up. Keep a nice strong posture by lifting your head up and your chest open wide. Try not to go too low, and keep your movements steady and in control. This will really work beautifully into your muscles. First, we will set our legs into a just slightly wider base. Maybe just slightly wider than the edge of your chair. Now, come into your chair and reach and position yourself onto the edge. Try to find your balance and make sure that you are steady on top of your seat. Now set yourself into that beautiful straight line from your head to your toe. And after a few seconds, come back in to rest and then step out again. Keep your abs tight and your shoulders high and wide for a very strong base. It's good to see yourself in front of a mirror when you do these workouts, because as you see yourself, you perfect your form, and this will make sure that your workouts are as safe and as effective for you. Now with the same principles as our previous workout, feet slightly wider than the edge of your chair, roll your shoulders back and down, come into your balance, abs tight, and with this strong base, tap onto your opposite elbow, and if that's too easy, You may go ahead and tap all the way up to the shoulder. Keep your balance, keep your hips squared, and your shoulders away from your ears. You can also go for an easier version by just tapping and try to reach as far as you can onto the edge of your seat. Next, sit onto the edge of your seat. Roll your shoulders up and down for a very strong base. Try to find that really nice tight core. Point your toes and then lean back. Now we are going to extend your legs as far as you can in a very nice scooping motion. Come back in and return your legs by lifting your knees up. If lifting both legs is too hard for you, you may opt for an easier version by lifting one leg alternately, one at a time. Aim for a really nice straight leg to really feel that activation on your core. Once again, sit onto the edge of your seat. Come into a really nice strong posture. Lift your shoulders back up and down towards your spine. Brace your core, and then put your palms onto the back of your neck. Lifting one leg, we are going to twist twice onto the direction of that lifted leg. Now as you twist, challenge yourself to keep your arms and your chest as open as possible. Now if you want to challenge yourself, you can always take that leg a little bit higher. But don't forget to keep your back as straight as you can and keep your elbows pointing outward. Now unroll your mat. Put your mat and place it underneath your chair so it doesn't slide away from you. Now, sit down into your mat in front of your chair. With your butt at least 1 foot away from your chair, lift your leg over the top of the seat. Try to find that nice 90-degree bend onto your legs, and with your heels just right on top of the edge of your seat, lift your hips up as high as you can. Now as you push your hips up, be careful not to hyperextend your neck. Please keep the bend just right in line your shoulder blades. Now push your heels really nice on top of your seat to give your glutes a really nice good squeeze. Up next, lay down by your side in front of your chair. Now try to extend your leg and make sure that both feet are just right underneath the seat. Make sure that your body is in good alignment. And then take those legs out of the seat and bend your knees. Now extend one leg on top of the seat, and then for the workout we are going to tap it in front and then tap it back up. Keep your legs straight and then your toes slightly pointed. Feel that really nice work onto the side of your thighs and your obliques. But don't forget to also work on the other side. Now once again, lie down at least 1 foot away from your chair and then place both legs on top of your seat. Open up your elbows and really dig your elbows down towards the floor. And then we are going to sway your legs side to side and over your chair in a very nice and controlled motion. Now keep your upper body steady by really pushing your elbows down onto the floor.